Why your cat puts their paw on you. Your cat just put their paw on you. And you probably thought, ah, that's cute, they love me. But what if I told you that some of the reasons cats do that have nothing to do with love? Like at all. Cats are confusing. One second they're knocking your stuff off the table on purpose. The next they're sitting on your chest staring at you like they're about to say something important. And that paw thing, that tiny little gesture where they just place their paw on you and leave it there? People lose their minds over it. They post it on TikTok, they screenshot it, they text their friends. But nobody actually talks about what it means. So today, we're going through every single reason your cat puts their paw on you. And some of them are going to surprise you. Here's the thing about cats. They don't talk, obviously, but they also don't really use body language the same way dogs do. Dogs wag their tail, they jump on you, they bark, it's all pretty obvious. Cats are subtle. Cats communicate in ways that most people completely miss. And when your cat puts their paw on you, they're actually saying something specific. The problem is that most people just assume it's always one thing, affection. And sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. And if you've been misreading your cat this whole time, you're basically having a one-sided conversation where you think you're being told, I love you, but your cat is actually saying, hey, stop moving, or I'm hungry, or you belong to me now. So let's break this down properly. Because your cat deserves to actually be understood. Reason number one, they're claiming you. Cats have scent glands in their paws. Like actual scent glands in the little pads on the bottom of their feet. When your cat puts their paw on you, they're not just touching you, they're marking you. They're leaving their scent on you. They're basically writing their name on you in a language only other cats can read. Think about that for a second. Your cat is going around putting their paw on you, on your couch, on your keyboard, on everything. And from other cats' perspective, all of that stuff says taken. Your cat has claimed you as their property. You don't own your cat. Your cat owns you. And they're making sure everyone knows it. This is actually why cats rub their faces on things too. Same deal, scent glands around their cheeks and forehead. Your cat is basically a walking, purring label maker. Reason number two, they want your attention. Right now, this one's pretty simple, but people still get it wrong. When a cat puts their paw on you, sometimes it's the cat equivalent of tapping someone on the shoulder. They want something. Maybe they want food. Maybe they want you to stop looking at your phone and look at them instead. Maybe they just decided that right now, at this exact moment, you need to be petting them. Cats are not shy about this. If your cat puts their paw on you and you ignore it, watch what happens next. They'll do it again. Then they'll do it harder. Then they might add a sound to it. Cats escalate quickly when they're not getting what they want. The paw is just step one of a whole attention-getting process that ends with them sitting directly on your face. Reason number three, they're trying to get you to stop moving. You know how when you sit down, your cat immediately appears and jumps on your lap? And then the second you try to get up, they dig in? The paw sometimes works the same way. Cats are very serious about their comfort. If they've settled on you and you're starting to shift around or look like you might get up, that paw going on your arm or your leg is a warning. It's don't even think about it. It's not mean. It's just very direct. Cats don't really do hints. They don't gently suggest things. They just put their paw on you and make their expectations very clear. Reason number four, it's actually affection. But the cat version. Okay, so here's where it does get sweet. Cats are not naturally cuddly animals. In the wild, cats are mostly solitary. They don't live in packs. They don't groom each other constantly. They don't need physical contact to feel okay. So when a cat chooses to touch you, when they put their paw on you and just leave it there, that's actually a bigger deal than it might seem. For a cat, that's intimacy. That's them choosing you. That's the cat version of holding hands. It's not dramatic. It's not loud. It's just a quiet little, I want to be near you. And honestly, that's kind of beautiful when you think about it that way. Some cats are especially big on this. They'll sit next to you and just keep one paw on your leg. Like they want the connection, but don't want to be fully in your lap. Very cat behavior. Very, I care about you, but I also need my personal space. Reason number five, they're checking if you're okay. This one sounds weird, but stick with me. Cats are actually more perceptive than people give them credit for. There are tons of documented cases of cats sensing when their owners are sick, stressed, sad, or just off in some way. Cats can pick up on changes in your breathing, your body temperature, your behavior, even hormonal changes. When you're not feeling great and your cat comes over and puts their paw on you, that might genuinely be them checking in. There's research suggesting that cats respond to their owner's emotional states. They notice when something is different. They might not be able to do anything about it, but the paw on your arm might be their way of saying, "Hey, I noticed," which is honestly really touching for an animal that also sometimes bites you for no reason. Reason number 6. They're kneading on you, just in a low-effort way. You've seen cats knead, right? Where they push their paws in and out against a soft surface like they're making bread dough. That behavior comes from when they were kittens. Kittens need their mom to stimulate milk flow. It's a comfort behavior that most cats keep doing into adulthood because it's associated with feeling safe and content. Sometimes putting a paw on you is just a very lazy, half-asleep version of this. Your cat is comfortable. Your cat is relaxed. Your cat is in such a good mood that they can't even be bothered to do the full kneading thing. So they just put a paw on you and stay there. That's peak happiness for a cat. That's the cat equivalent of fully melting into a couch. Reason number 7. They want to play, but they don't want to be obvious about it. Some cats are weird about asking to play, especially adult cats. They'll act like they're too cool for toys and then suddenly get extremely into chasing a bottle cap around the kitchen floor at 3 a.m. When a cat puts their paw on you with a certain kind of energy, a little more alert, watching your face, tail moving, they might be inviting you to do something. They want you to react. They want some interaction that isn't just you sitting there being boring. Try wiggling your fingers when your cat does this and see what happens. If they immediately try to grab your hand, that's your answer. They wanted to play. They just didn't want to ask too obviously because cats have reputations to maintain. Reason number 8. Stress or anxiety. This one's less fun, but it's real. Some cats, when they're anxious or overwhelmed, will seek contact with their owner. If something scary happened, a loud noise, a new person in the house, a vet visit, your cat might come and put their paw on you as a way of grounding themselves. You are their safe thing. You are familiar, and you smell like home, and you make them feel better. This is one of the reasons why it's so important to let your cat approach you on their terms. If you force contact with a cat, it backfires. But if you're just there, being calm and available, you become that safe spot they come back to when things feel like too much. Reason number 9. They're bored. Genuinely just bored. Cats sleep like 12 to 16 hours a day. The hours when they're awake, they need something to do. When there's nothing interesting happening, your cat may just wander over and poke you because you're the most interactive object in the room. You're the TV. You're the entertainment. And a paw on your arm is basically a cat clicking the remote. If your cat is doing this a lot and seems restless, it might be worth getting them more enrichment. A new toy, a puzzle feeder, something near a window to watch. Bored cats can get into a lot of trouble, and poking you is actually one of the more innocent ways they express it. So here's what all of this actually comes down to. When your cat puts their paw on you, they're communicating. It's not random, it's not meaningless, and it's definitely not the same thing every time. The same cat might put their paw on you because they're hungry in the morning, because they're content in the afternoon, and because they're anxious at night, and each time it means something completely different. The cats that do this most are usually the cats that have built a strong bond with their person. It's a form of touch that cats mostly reserve for the things and people they trust. Stray cats don't go around putting their paws on strangers. Scared cats don't do it. Cats that don't like you don't do it. The fact that your cat does it to you at all, regardless of the specific reason in that moment, says something about what you mean to them. You've become their person, their safe space, their favorite weird-looking hairless thing that provides food and warmth and, apparently, a great surface to rest a paw on. And yes, part of that is that they've also claimed you as their property and put their scent all over you so other cats know you're taken. But still, that's love. Cat love, which is complicated and comes with conditions and occasionally involves being woken up at 4 a.m., but it's love. So to wrap it up, your cat puts their paw on you because they want attention, because they're claiming you, because they're comfortable, because they love you in their own weird way, because they might be checking if you're okay, because they want to play, because they're bored, or because they're anxious. Usually, it's a mix of a few of these things at once. Pay attention to the context, what was happening right before, what their body language looks like, what time of day it is, and you'll start to get really good at reading exactly what they're telling you. Cats are not as mysterious as people make them out to be. They're just very specific. And once you learn their language, it changes everything about how you interact with them. If you want to understand your cat even better, watch the next video.